Take two.
Hi, everybody.
I'm Johnny.
And I'm Alexa.
Of course you are. And we're with pages of
Forbidden Love.
Boom! In your face! We weren't here last week because I threw up.
That's a bit much for folks at home.
But I'm alright now. And I gotta do this all over again because I originally showed, because we did this video 5 seconds ago, but our computer decided to be a piece of crap.
I know, right?
So, I got only a few books this week.
He's loving the library.
Yeah, I should, and it's worth it. Ow. Well, I use it for graphic novels, and now I'm getting some stuff on different aspects of history too. But anyway, Spider-Man, New Ways to Die. This is part of the Brand New Day saga. When they developed, like, afterwards, they had this thing called the Spidey Brain Trust. Oh, a huge conglomerate of authors and thinkers come together and write these Spider-Man books. I already read this. It wasn't as funny as I wanted it to be, because Spider-Man's supposed to be witty. So, it was alright, though. This is from the Ultimate version of Spider-Man, by Brian Michael Bendis. You probably heard of him, if you haven't.
If you haven't, it's because you don't read comics or
then you
graphic
suck.
novels.
Yeah, this is when Spider-Man was still Peter Parker, and not the black kid. I don't know his name. Anyway, I read half of this. It's the Ultimate Origins, also by Brian Michael Bendis from Ultimate Comics.
I feel like I'm wearing the perfect shirt for this today.
You love men in uniform.
I heard men in uniform.
Now let me pick out who's who.
But they're all the best.
Thor, the Hulk, Captain America,
And
Spider-Man.
So like everybody who he's reading about is on my shirt.
But then again, Hulk doesn't wear a uniform. It's a miracle he even wears pants. But anyway.
But that's like his uniform. His green skin is like his uniform.
Yeah. And then this is the first volume from 2000 of Ultimate Spider-Man.
That's
yeah.
a pretty thick volume.
Yeah, it's... So if anybody tries to attack me, I will beat the crap out of them with my book. So I'll grab these. This is the Ultimate X-Men. Volume 1. Volume 2.
I didn't even know we had Volume 1.
Yeah.
When I checked them at the library, I didn't think.
And Volume 3. And you notice Wolverine's on every cover.
Duh. Wolverine is kind of like the symbol of X-Men.
Yeah, he's kind of grown to become the symbol of X-Men, which is cool. I don't really have a problem with it. Oh, I forgot. I still have 3 other Spider-Man ones. Spider-Man Volume 5, Public Scrutiny. Yeah, I skipped from the huge first volume to Volume 5. But I'm pretty sure it goes along the same lines. Because that one takes up like a bunch of volumes. It's an omnibus, which means a bunch of them. So, there's this. Here's from the Marvel Knights version of Spider-Man. It's called Spider-Man with Great Power.
I hate the cover. It looks like the 70s threw up on it.
Yeah, the artwork isn't too bad. So that's the art. Oh, scheisse. That's the artwork.
But the cover is really ugly.
Yeah, the cover is kind of ugly in the back.
That's certainly not a Spider-Man that I'd want to date. He's got like a pocket protector and everything.
Spider-Man was a nerd, of course, or a pocket protector. So is my dad, but it's because my dad's weird. This is also again from the original Marvel Universe with Spider-Man, Death and Dating. This is a part of the Spider-Man Brain Trust. It takes place in the Brand New Day saga, going along that lines when Spider-Man makes a deal with the demon Mephisto to save his Aunt May's life. In return, or in exchange, he has to give up his marriage to Mary Jane, which is stupid. But I've already read a few other things from this volume. It was pretty good, so I still need to read this. And then I got 2 more, and then a book. This is Kick-Ass. Now I wanted to read Kick-Ass because I heard it's a good book. Kick-Ass was a movie. First it was a comic book called Kick-Ass, and then they came out with a movie called Kick-Ass. And it's supposed to be the greatest superhero comic of all time. Don't know if that's going to be it, but
they look like little kids on the
They are supposed to be young, but I don't know how young. So go read Kick-Ass. Kick-Ass. Alright, done. And then this is...
Loretta's daughter is going to be saying that all around the house for the next 2 days.
I'm glad she's in another state, because I probably would get
think Loretta would come kick your ass.
See, no, I was talking about the book. We weren't talking about kicking someone's ass. This wasn't a verb. This was almost like a noun, because it's a person, place, or thing. It's a thing. It's a book.
Okay.
Okay, Final Crisis from DC. I read something in DC for a while. Been on like a Marvel kick again. The back of it looks cool. You really like the word
kick lately.
I am. I say I'm like on a
What is this about? You should tell people more than just Final Crisis. They might not know what that means.
What it is it... Oh, isn't that freaking sweet? Yeah, right there. Yeah.
Is it like a mixture of Marvel characters?
DC characters.
Oh, okay.
No, yeah, it's every single big DC Comics hero, and they all come together to fight off Darkseid. Past, present, and future characters combined. It's the 3rd volume of the Crisis series. In the 80s, they had Crisis on Infinite Earths, and then they had in the mid-90s, I think early 2000, they had something called Infinite Crisis, and this is Final Crisis. This is when Batman dies in this book. And I'm not a spoiler because you probably already heard Batman died in comics. But he went back in time. And then this is something I have been...
Don't they all?
Yeah. Except Uncle Ben. He stays dead.
Anyway.
I've been dying to read this because I saw the trailer to the movie. And if you haven't yet, go watch it after this video. It's amazing. It's by the Wachowskis. Not Wachowski brothers, because one of them's now a chick. Yeah. Each their own. Cloud Atlas. I'm not going to say much about it, other than the fact that it takes place in the past, present, and future, about 2 lovers that come together at each point in time, and how their fates are always intertwined. But I heard it's a trip. And if the book's just as cool as the movie trailer is, then I can't wait to read this.
Hopefully you'll read it before the movie
comes out. I'm going to read it this week, since I think I have a bunch of free time.
Anyway. I'm going to start with some review books that I got from publishing companies. Hang on.
I'm thirsty. I'm like a child.
Anyway. Part of Kensington's line is Brava, which is supposed to be kind of like their steamier romance by Kensington. So I actually requested a book from them like 2 months ago, and I'm currently reading some books by them for September, so you'll see those reviews soon. But then just kind of out of the blue, the publicist sent me some more stuff. This is supposed to be the first in a new series of the London list. It's Lord Grey's List.
He looks like a cheese ball.
So
he's standing there, he's like...
I've never read anything by this author before, but I really like historical romance, so I'm sure I'll enjoy it. So hopefully you'll see that review. It comes out in early November, so hopefully we'll get it up sometime around then, October, November-ish. Next one is Burning Up, which is supposed to be part of a new kind of like a firefighter series. They're called... I can't remember specifically what their titles are.
Is that the sequel to Fever?
No.
Oh.
But it actually has a really pretty cover. I wish that they would have sent me a cover full out of this one just so I could have it on the book. But
is it a hot naked guy?
Yes. I will post the cover below so you can see the really good cover for this one, because I really wish that they had sent me a cover flap of this. But
oh, and yeah, now I've decided instead of being a teacher, I'm gonna be a book cover model.
Yeah, right.
Wow, that was rude.
I didn't mean it like that.
No, continue. No, continue.
Anyway.
That was very mean.
Source Books Fire actually contacted me because I was part of their blog tour for the first book in the series, which is Embrace. This is actually the second book.
See my skin.
So they sent me an arc of Entice, and I am part of the tour, and there will be giveaways for Entice later on at the end of September. So I can't wait to read this one because I love Phoenix. He is one of the male leads
Jean
in the
Grey?
first book. No, but he is to die for. I love him. He is an arrogant asshole, but I love him. I'm just putting that out there. This is a teen series, so while you might not think that that a man could be such a tortured hero in a YA book series, I would say that this is more in line with the new adult genre that is kind of forming, where it's supposed to be meant for mature YA reads, because
I can't believe you just said that.
Some stuff certainly does happen in the first book that I would say is definitely for mature readers, and I seriously hope I see a lot of
honestly,
Phoenix in this
seriously,
one.
100%
Honestly,
guarantee.
seriously, whatever. There better be Phoenix in this book, because if I don't get a certain dose of Phoenix, I'm not going to be happy. That's all I have to say about this.
Oh, Lord.
Next up.
Calm yourself, lady.
Right when last weekend before Johnny got sick,
No!
we were actually at
5-minute long puke scene. Hey, you said something else very, very rude and not PC.
Anyway.
Was nice.
Anyway.
Not anyway.
Anywho.
Came out.
We were at the bookstore and I did pick up some books. I picked up a copy of Beautiful Disaster. I have already read this one. Okay, I picked this up because Miss Vane from Miss Vane's Paranormal Romance told me that while I might like this book, she thought it was kind of going to be out of my comfort zone, because everybody who has talked with me online for a while and are sort of my blogger friends, they think that I don't like books that have a lot of drama or have a lot of kind of like personal issues to them. I don't know why, but everybody thinks I like to read like princessy type of reads where like the couples just...
Did you show them your wall with Cinderella? Because maybe that's where they got it.
I do love princess stuff, but I do love a good emotional story. And while I was slightly addicted to this book because I read it within like a 30-hour time period...
30 hours for that book?
I didn't read it. It didn't take me 30 hours to read it, but within 30 hours of a bit over a day, I had this book finished.
Did you trace it with your finger or use
so,
a bookmark?
So I was slightly addicted to this one, but there was just a couple problems along the way that didn't really make it a 5-star book for me. It ended up being a 4.5, so it was pretty close to... it was a great read, but it just didn't make a amazing type of wowing type of read, especially with everybody raving about it, including my co-blogger, Bianca. She's actually reviewing this one in September, so you'll be able to check out her review, and my review will be coming up in October.
And I'm going to review some stuff tonight. I have a lot of reviews I have to write.
Yeah, he's read Mara Dyer, and he hasn't reviewed it yet. So you guys need to make sure
it wasn't that amazing. What?
You still thought it was a great book, though.
Yeah.
It just didn't.
It was a good book. It didn't wow me like you.
It was like this, you know. It was.
I wouldn't know.
It was a great
I didn't read
book,
that either.
but it just didn't wow me. Travis, I wanted Travis to be a tortured hero, and he just wasn't. I'm sorry, he didn't make it there. Anyway, another book. Speaking of Miss Vane from Miss Vane's Paranormal Fantasy.
Hi. I'm saying hi to her. Did you say hi?
Did I say Paranormal Romance the first time I said her blog name? It's Paranormal Fantasy.
You might have.
We'll get it right when I link it up. How about that?
You get it right when you actually are with it again.
I know. She has always talked about kindling the moon. So has a bunch of bloggers that I communicate with on a Goodreads chat where it's just us allowed on there. They always talk about this book. It's an urban fantasy series. It sounds amazing, and I need to read it. So I bought the first book. Yes.
How do you kindle a moon? How does one kindle a moon?
I don't know. Next up is Innocent Darkness. This author is actually coming to Arizona for a signing in 2 weeks from now.
Hey, I'll probably be able to go.
So I really wanted to get this because it sounds really amazing. I've never really read anything steampunk, and it actually sounds a little bit different than that. It sounds like...
She wearing goggles?
It's like kind of set in the future with a bit of steampunk and everything mixed into it, so I really can't wait to read this and to meet the author for this one.
Wait, I thought I was going.
You can go with me. Oh, one more thing, too, that I feel kind of fits in with the whole kind of steampunk thing. I got another steampunk read. She's got little steampunk goggles on her head. I actually started to read this one at the library because, hence, that's where I got it from.
Why you were volunteering? Well, you're just...
No.
Screwed around.
No, today, when we were at the library, remember I was reading I was reading an extra copy
I thought this was before or after the guy started yelling at the kid the other day.
So, I started reading this one at the library today, and it was really good. It's kind of based on Darwin's theory of evolution. People believe more in science than they do in a belief of God or anything like that, and science is kind of supposed to be like their religion, and they don't cite the Pledge of Allegiance from what I can understand. They actually cite part of Darwin's original theory on evolution, so that is really cool to me. I really don't believe in reading I don't like reading religious books, so something that thinks that science is kind of like their new religion is something that's really cool, and I can't wait to see where this one goes, especially since it's supposed to have a steampunk element to it, and it just seems really interesting.
I'm a Jedi, like my father before me. Yeah.
That's all we got this week, so we hope
well,
you
yeah,
because
my other book hasn't come in the mail yet, because someone probably stole it. Anyway.
So sorry that we missed you guys last week, but we're happy that you tuned in to see us this week. So sorry that I haven't been blog commenting as much as I normally have been.
I'm sorry I haven't been reviewing books.
And we're sorry, but we're going to get up to date now that I've gotten into the swing of 2 weeks of my medical program. And I feel like I'm ready to move forward with everything.
I got the swing of not having a job right now. I didn't get fired. I don't want you to freak out. But it happens. Anyway,
that's life.
Take care.
And spike your hair.
Woo, woo, woo. You know it, bro.
Bye, guys.
Bye.